What up, though? Like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you be notified every time I upload. Especially if you're on YouTube, man. So let me get this shared up real fast on Facebook. Let me do this real quick. hmm Um, how was you guys' day yesterday, man? Was it decent or what? Shout out to them Cubs. Shout out to Morel. Definitely got to get your straight bets in there. 8 games today. Not my favorite 8 games, but we're gonna make something out of it. Okay. Let me share that one more time. Share this up one more time on this Thursday. Okay. Drop a like, whatever, man. If you guys find these videos helpful, I can show you use that. Mm-hmm. All right. First things first. Let's go straight on over here to let's go over here to the weather so that we can see what we can see for this weather. Get in, get out, and we already know the drill. Okay. Okay. Kevin Roth, that's my meteorologist right there. Gonna click on that link right there, and then we're gonna get it cracking. All right. So first things first here, Atlanta and Philly, a much better outlook today, maybe a sprinkle or two, but game time hours should be dry, coolish, winds blowing in from center at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So winds gonna be blowing in from center at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Um, Arizona and Washington. Most of the rain in Washington should hold off until after the game. Low chance of delay. Temperatures in the 60s with winds blowing in at 10 miles an hour. Okay. Two games that I really wanted to target, especially this Arizona and Washington game. I want to target for some, but we'll get there. Seattle at New York Yankees. A few light sprinkles early, but those will clear. I don't think we'll see any weather issues. Winds in from left at 10 miles an hour. All right, so we're looking pretty good with the weather today, except for a little wind coming in at 10 miles an hour at a few spots here. If you guys not familiar with Kevin Roth, that is his that is his Twitter right there. All right, so you can come over his Twitter, click a link, and get the weather there. All right. Okay, so let's get into it. All right. First game on the docket here, we got Atlanta Braves at Philadelphia Phillies over on the 8 in this spot. Elder on the mound, Nola on the mound. I'm seeing Nola. I'm seeing all types of pitching, man. So I guess they're gonna roll back with Nola. Let me run a check here to make sure. Um, let me run a check here to make sure. I see Nola. I see Nola on this site here. Uh, Let me see one thing here. Run a double check to make sure that's Nola right now. If you guys don't have a lineup page, then it's important to have a lineup page. If you're new to this channel or you're new to this Facebook page, I'm just here to help. Give you guys my thoughts. Uh, make do what you please. I said, okay, so I see Nola right here. We do have a confirmed lineups here, over here on this Arizona and Washington game so far. Anything in yellow here is confirmed lineups. All right, let's roll it back. All right, so similar to yesterday, same shit. Like I say, I always target. Let's go hit to some of my bets here. I always target right hand these Olsen and Acuna versus right hand pitching here. Um, when it comes to the Atlanta side of things, and then we got some, batters that have some nice history versus Nola here. Okay, so looking at Olsen here, he's 4 for 17 with a home run, and I think Acuna Jr. I got these two guys in my player pool. He's 14 of 40 with 5 singles, 5 doubles, and 4 home runs. 926 OPS versus righties. 926, 997 OPS versus lefties. So he's good all in all facets of the game. Even if they end up getting to Nola, it's something that you can look at. He should be decent all throughout the game there. All right, so he'll probably be my top bet. Then Olsen hits all the way up to a home run, hits all the way up to a home run for both of these guys here. Bryce Harper, he hits righties well at a 948 OPS. Bryce Elder is giving up a 700 OPS to righties. That's around average, but it is what it is. Couldn't talk you off if you want to look at somebody like Schwarber. It is what it is. Harper is really really due for a home run. If you ask me, he's really really due. But so there you have that. I'm looking at. I don't want to look at the K prop here, even though I know at times this Atlanta team could strike out, but they've been doing really, really good right now. What I can say is Nola here, he's been striking out. He's hit this number 5 of his last 6 games. That's good to see. The outs, probably wouldn't be looking at the outs. He did face this team around the 25th of May, and he went 6 innings there. But his lines, I don't know, his line isn't out right now. He had 2 walks versus them. He had his walks proper sitting at 1.5. Atlanta's 8th in drawing walks there. I do have this in my player pool. I didn't pull a trigger yet. I'm still trying to see. I might pull a trigger. It's only going to be a straight bet. I wouldn't parlay that. Hits allowed. Atlanta hit him 8 times. With the amount of outs that he pitches, the amount of innings that he pitches, there's a good chance for him to hit. There will be a chance for him to hit his prop there. So he had 8 hits against them. You can get that at a minus 135. I won't be going there, and the earned runs has been concerning for him. 10 for 15 on the season. Atlanta put up 5 runs on him. Atlanta 4th in WRC plus versus right hand pitching. 4th in on base percentage. Atlanta has been on one. What will we see? Will we see flashes of the good Nola, or will Atlanta bring them bats out to pop his ass? I don't really know right now. I rarely bet on a lot of sides. If you're new to my channel, or because it just is what it is. Everybody does what they do. Favorite bets here. So my favorite prop, you guys already know, was hits, runs, and RBIs. You will get some decent numbers here for Atlanta, for these Atlanta guys here. You can use, if you like Bryce Harper. All you have to do is get a hits, run, and RBI. It's 1.5. All right. Minus 160 right there. It's a parlay piece for Bryce Harper. Kyle Schwarber 1.5. Probably be leading off at the minus 125. Olsen, I'm probably going to sprinkle something on Olsen and Acuna single there at a minus 1.5. So you get those at a minus 1.5. Okay, Olsen is really intriguing as well. All right, it's intriguing for a straight bet. We got juice on this Acuna and this Harper here. All right. Um, 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 um. That's about it, man. At the end of the day, if I'm leaning towards somebody, I'm probably gonna lean towards Atlanta in this spot here, man. Bryce Elder, his strikeout proper sitting at 4.5. He's showing flashes there. He's 8 for 14 to this number. Philadelphia 10th versus right hand striking out versus right hand pitching. He's hit this number 4 of his last 6 games. He hasn't faced Philly. I don't know if I'll get there, but it's doable. You know what I'm saying? He's 8 for 14 to this number. We can look at last 30 days to see how Philly has been fared versus right hand pitching in the strikeout category. Let's take a look. Yeah, I want to look at the last 30 days. I know they've been winning lately as well. So Philly, they're moving up. Wait, number 9th, last 30 days of striking out. Let's go last 2 weeks because I know they've been playing some good ball as of late. Okay. Last 2 weeks, Philadelphia, number 9. So they stuck in the 9th spot there the ninth hole there, if you want to use the baseball terms. Philly sixth in the last 7 days with 123 plate appearances. We'll see. We'll see. Couldn't talk you off those the strikeouts for Elder here. Elder has given up his last two of his last 3 games versus New York Mets and the Washington. He gave up runs. Okay, outside of that, he's been okay. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, he's given up more than 2 runs twice, and that was here. So that's something to look at there. The hits was a problem versus Washington, Seattle, and the Dodgers, but I'm not betting hits. Um, the walks, Philly 15 is drawing walks, and his outs props in there. It isn't out yet. It's probably going to come out at 17 and a half. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't going to say I'll have some interest there. I don't know. Arizona Diamondbacks here. It's probably going to end up being, I don't know, man. This is a fishy line. The line been fishy all day. When I woke up this morning, Atlanta was favorite. Money steady coming in on both sides. Arizona Diamondbacks at Washington Nationals here. We had an over under 9.5 in this spot. I do like over unders at 9.5. So not a fan of neither one of these pitchers here. All right, so that's one thing. I do lean towards the over here. So there you have that. Favorite bats here is going to be top bat for me, probably going to be Corbin Carroll here. Corbin Carroll, looking at some of his splits and things like that, he's probably a little bit better on the road. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that surprised me. 1,000 OPS versus righties. 800. Jake Irvin, 850 OPS versus left-hand batters there. So you can look at. I'm looking at Corbin Carroll with hits, runs, and RBIs all the way up to a home run. Kettle Marte and the rest of the gang. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the gang. This Arizona team, they hit righties well. All right. So looking at some of what they've been doing versus righties here. Let's check the last 30 days. Okay. WRC plus versus righties last 30 days. Arizona sixth at 112 WRC plus. I don't look to target this team for strikeouts. So there you have that. All right. OPS, Arizona number 5 right now. So there you have it, man. Arizona's been pretty good versus right-hand pitching. All right. So I do expect runs to be put up here. Next bat here I like from this game from the other side. I'll give you a top bat from both sides there. It's going to be Lane Thomas. Anytime Lane Thomas gets to face a lefty, you can count me in. Tommy Hearn. Anytime Lane Thomas gets to face a lefty, yeah, like I said, count me in. All right, so he's over 1,000 OPS versus left-hand pitching. You can look at him for hits, runs, and RBIs as well. Last time I checked, Corbin Carroll, his hits, runs, and RBIs was sitting at 2.5, and then Lane Thomas was at 1.5. Right, so obviously, but that's a parlay piece. Corbin Carroll, 2.5 at plus 120 there. So that's something that you could look at. And like I said, you can also look at you can actually look at anytime you got an over under this magnitude, 9.5, you can look at multiple batters here. All right. Ketel Marte, parlay piece at minus 160. If you like him, Christian Walker, minus 160. The list goes on, you know what I'm saying? Because when you get to putting up runs, you can really, really get to put up runs. Geraldo Perdomo is somebody who's interesting. Probably be hitting at the end of that rotation. Let's see where he's going to be hitting at. Oh, okay. He's not even in the lineup. Oh, he's leading off. Yes, please. I didn't think that motherfucker was going to be leading off. Yes, please. I like that. I really do like that. I had him in my player pool. He's usually hitting at the end of the lineup there. He's been proving himself. Let me give you some numbers on him. 800 OPS versus righties. Jake Irvin, he will give it up to the switches. He's a switch hitter. I like it, man. 1,000 OPS to a switches for Perdomo. He's hitting off. He's leading off, and he'll have extra amount of chances to get a hit when you're leading off. So let me add him in. Let me add him in. So I don't forget right there. Bam. All right. So yeah. Next game on the docket here, we're looking at Oakland Athletics here. Oakland Athletics at Cleveland Guardians here. We got an over under 7.5 in the spot. We got Logan Allen and Sears on the mound here. Now, I'm giving Sears credit when credit is due here. He's probably one of the best arms that Oakland has here. Strikeouts are all over the place. I don't target Cleveland for strikeouts, so that's one thing. The outs could be in play here. Cleveland 27 WRC plus versus left hand pitching, but lately I think they've been hitting left hand pitching well lately. As you can see, their offense has been looking a little bit better as of late. Let's go last 30 days versus left hand pitching WRC plus. Because I think Cleveland has been hitting. Yeah, they fourth in WRC plus last 30 days. Okay, last 14 days they probably even better than that. So they still stuck in fourth in WRC plus with a 135, man. So that's 35 over average there. You know what I'm saying? OPS. How many plate appearances? 111 right there. Let's go back to 30 days and get a bigger sample size there. How many sample size? What was it? Cleveland, 238. They've been showing ability to hit them. It is what it is. I know they don't strike out. They third best in striking out, so they don't strike out. 16.4%. Wow, 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 wow. But either way it goes, yeah. He should have his hands full. He should have his hands full. Cleveland, they number 16 in drawing walks. He's only had more than 2 walks one time this season. That's great there. Hits allowed. I probably won't be going there, even though Cleveland might tap on him a little bit. Never know. And earned runs sitting at 2.5. The books expect him to get runs put up on him. Meanwhile, looking at Logan Allen, he hasn't faced this team here. Strikeout prop sitting at 5.5. I didn't check his K rates, even though as you can see his K rate should be kind of low because he hasn't been. This might be a get right spot for him versus Oakland, but Oakland does have a couple left hand batters that can hit. All right, so I don't know if I'll go to his strikeout prop. I don't know. He has some tough matchups here, but he struggled to get over 5.5 Ks, man, especially against a Minnesota team that strikes out a lot. Who else? He faced him again. He only had 4 Ks. Yeah, I guess. So, did I have any plays for these guys in my player pool here? So I had there was an instance where Tommy Henry could get to his 1.5 walks there. They probably finna juice it up. Aaron Nola couldn't talk you off his walks. It's a straight bet if you want to go there. And then I did have Aaron Nola 2.5 runs in there. I gotta meditate on that. I mean, 2.5 runs versus Atlanta Braves, it is what it is. He's been giving up 4 runs, for a while now. 16 and a half outs was interesting versus JP Sears, but I looked at the WRC plus, as of late, they Cleveland Guardians sitting at 135. So I gotta look at that. Logan Allen, it's a possibility where he can hit this 17 and a half outs. So that's one thing I was meditating on, along with the over 1.5 walks for Logan Allen. I think Oakland Athletics are sitting at 15th in drawing walks there. Let's see. But it was just something that I had in my player pool, and he's been continuously hitting this number. Yeah, Oakland 15th at drawing walks at versus left hand pitching. I'll look at some other numbers a little later on. But as far as the pitcher Logan Allen, he's 7 for 10 for this number. He's only given up more than 2 walks once, though. You know what I'm saying? But this is not the greatest team to be targeted for walks for me, if you ask me. All right, next is at the end of the day, it's going to be Cleveland and nothing for me in this spot. Shout out to Cleveland for coming back and getting that game yesterday. All right, yeah, you can look at Ramirez. You can see if he's still hot. You can look at Ramirez for hits, runs, and RBIs if you want. That's a guy that's probably going to be in play there. Okay, so let's see. This Oakland game, I must have went past it. Oh, they make. I think they make some changes. They took. Oh no, here it goes. So I didn't put none of these guys in my player pool, but I'll tell you, you could target Brent Rooker versus lefties there. And then you can target Jose Ramirez. His hits, runs, and RBIs are sitting at 2.5. So I can see you if you want to fade that. Josh Bell, somebody you can look at minus 125. He's a switchy. I like him for. I like the number 1.5 there. Um, Stephen Kwan, his number, you can use it at a parlay piece. It's juiced up at a minus 175. So he's definitely favorited to go there. And if you get a Tony Kemp in the lineup, you see it's a 0.5. See where he's at in the lineup, man. That's a hit. That's only one. That means one hit, one run, or either one RBI. You know what I'm saying? So that's a parlay piece right there. Like I said, Cleveland, it's going to be Cleveland and nothing for me in the spot. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. Minnesota, Boston Red Sox at Minnesota Twins here. Hey, this is a game I don't have nothing for, really, man. Over under 9 in the spot. I'm gonna just go right past this game. I don't have nothing for it, man. Excuse me. We got over under 9. Joe Ryan is one of their best pitchers. I think this might be a bullpen game for Boston Red Sox. I don't have anything, man. Not right now. Excuse me for yawning like that, but not right now. All right. San Diego Padres at San Francisco Giants here. We got an over under 8 in this spot. We got Snell on the mound. We got Wood on the mound. All right. San Diego at San Francisco. San Francisco, been playing some good ball, okay? They've been playing some good ball. So let's start off like this. Snell been playing he's been pitching well as of late. Okay, he's looking at the K department, 7 Ks in 4 games straight. All right, so 7 Ks were better in 4 games straight, 12 Ks in back-to-back games. All right, 12 Ks in back-to-back games. Now, so he hasn't faced this team this season. One thing I can say is, San Francisco, they're 5th in striking out versus left-hand pitching. That's on the season right now. Looking at the outs here, I have a little bit of interest in the outs here for Snell. He's 50% to this number. He's hit this number in four games straight. 6 outs here, six innings, 17 and a half outs, minus 152. Okay, the walks for Snell has been a problem. I won't take 2.5, but the walks been a problem for him. That's something we need to keep an eye out on. The hits allowed lately, he's been smashing it right now. He hasn't let 1, 2, 3 in his last 7 games. He's given up more than 4 hits once. That's really, really nice. And then the earned runs has been phenomenal in his last 5 games there. He just flicked the switch. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's only given up 1 earned run, or he hasn't given up more than 1 earned run in 5 straight games. If you want to ride this twin of him pitching good, I couldn't talk you off his strikeouts, or none of that. What I will do here is, what I will tell you is, this San Francisco team, they do hit righties better than they hit lefties. All right, so they're single-digit WRC plus versus right-hand pitching, but right now they 16 WRC plus versus lefties. What I want to do here, I want to take a quick look at how they fared the last 30 days in striking out versus left-hand pitching. Last 30 days, San Francisco Giants have been 15th at 22%. Last 2 weeks, they have fared at so it looks like they've been a little bit better versus right-hand pitching the last few weeks there. So let's see. San Francisco Giants. Where are the San Francisco Giants? 132 play appearances at 22% there. All right. So, I couldn't talk the way this hottest Snell is. I couldn't talk you off his Ks here. Now, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to lean a little bit towards the San Diego Padres here. I want to take a look at what's the money line. What's the number on the money line here? Okay, so you'll get a decent number for the money line here. All right, you'll get a decent number for the money line here. Yeah. So if you want to take that, you could. If you want to look at some strikeout props here, play performance doubles here. Let's see. 6 Ks in the win at plus money, Or if you want to try to knock off some of that 60 cent, you might can knock off some of that 30 cent there with 5Ks and build your own same game parlay. 5Ks in the win at -109 there. That's if you want to get there. If you want to get there. I'm contemplating right now. I'm having trouble with figuring out how what's up with Wood. That's what I'm having trouble figuring Wood out right now. So I probably have to look into some of his splits or something like that. But his strikeout line is sitting at 4.5. San Diego 18th in striking out right now versus right hand pitching, left hand pitching. The outs have been, you know what I'm saying. San Diego they eighth in WRC plus versus left hand pitching. I mean, the walk. I don't know what to expect here. I don't know how to attack this one here. I'm I don't know, man. So he's given up more than 2 earned runs twice here. The over under is sitting at 8 here. I don't know. Man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do as far as the side. Like I said, I don't bet too many games, too many sides here. I did have a couple bets in my player pool for this game, I believe. I know I had Fernando Tatis in this one here. I couldn't talk you off of hits, runs, and RBIs for him. He went hitless yesterday. I think he should be. I think he should bounce back this spot. He's batting over 1,000 OPS versus lefty. So there you have that. Honorable mention, Soto. He's 3 for 13, but he's got 2 bombs. All right. Honorable mention. Couldn't talk you off Manny Machado either. He's now 56 OPS versus lefties, and he's 4 for 13 versus him. I think I'm probably gonna lay off of the San Diego bats here. I'm gonna lean towards. I haven't given out none of these picks for this game here. I'm gonna lean towards San Diego in this one here. Okay, it's probably gonna be a strong lean right there. All right. So looking at, let me see. Fernando Tatis hits, runs, and RBI sitting at plus at 2.5. Juan Soto sitting at 1.5 for -140, and where is Manny Machado -140 for 1.5 too. These are parlay pieces if you want, or you can take them -140 if you want to bet them straight up. Tatis leading off. I couldn't talk you off of it, man. When you got hunches for home runs and shit like that, you guys already know I ain't got to keep stressing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna lean towards San Francisco in the spot. All right. I'm gonna lean towards San Francisco on the road too. Crazy. All right. So look, Pittsburgh Pirates and Miami Marlins say we got an over under 7 in this spot. And Garrett, I don't know what's going on with Garrett. I think, man, we got looking at these two guys here, man. I don't know what to say. So we got Mitch Keller here. He's sitting here with a 28% K rate, 31.9 to lefties, 24.2 to righties. Then you got Miss Braxton Garrett here, 26% K rate, 31 to lefties, 25% to righties. Both of these guys strike out lefties a little more than they strike out righties there. Both of these guys strike out lefties more than they strike out righties. We got an over under 7 in this spot. I don't think I want to look at bats here. I was looking at Connor Joe. Reyes, you can look at Reyes. This boy is a hidden machine. But this game is not that intriguing to me. I want to see who's going to be in the lineup. Any Brian Reynolds, he wasn't in the lineup. I don't know. Maybe lean towards Miami. Braxton Garrett, he hasn't, I ain't going to say he fell off a cliff, but goddamn, what happened to that boy? Let me see. Mitch Keller, I mean. He's given up, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 runs or more in 4 of his last 5 games. That's concerning. Is this a get back spot for him? I don't know, man. That's concerning though. We were and then the K's have been, you know what I'm saying, sitting at 5.5. I couldn't talk off his K prop right now. Miami striking out 24th first and striking out right now. Is now sitting at 5.5. If you want to jump on it, be my guest. But the earned runs have been concerning as of late, and the walks have been concerning as of late there. So um, that's what's concerning me about him. I remember when he fell off that cliff. I think it was in the strikeout department. Yeah, right here versus Oakland. And he just went out there and had one strikeout, man. It was terrible, man. That was a terrible day. You know what I'm saying? That was a terrible day there. If he didn't mess you up that day with the K's, then Pittsburgh lost that game. They messed you up in that department. So, maybe I'll lean towards the under. The under is pretty low in this one here. I ain't even gonna make a super play on this game. I could probably mix up some K's, but I'm scared to do that. Um, Braxton Garrett, on the other hand, he's been pitching good. I mean, he's given up more than 3 runs 3 times this season. Other than that, that looks okay to me. Strikeout sitting at 5.5. He's hit this number in 7 of his last 8 games. His outs prop sitting at 17.5 there. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, man. The minus 105, I think that's pretty interesting. Pittsburgh, though, they have shown the ability to hit lefties. But like I said, watch to see who's in the lineup. Reynolds wasn't in the lineup versus the Cubs. We'll see. All right. The walks, he hasn't given up more than one walk, only twice there. So yeah, hits allowed. I don't know. So it does look like it has an underfield. You know what I'm saying? We do got an over under 7, and shit, I don't know. Maybe an alternate under, push it up a little bit, or just fade this shit. You know what I'm saying? Mix up some K's, whatever. I don't know. Don't. It's not that sexy of a game to me here on an 8-game slate. Kansas City Royals at Tampa Bay Rays here. We got an over under 7.5 in this spot. McClanahan is on the mound, and McClanahan should overpower these guys, man. This game here is not too much value in this game here. You're looking at a minus 375 on the money line. Then you're looking at them on the run line. You're looking at a minus 172 on the run line. Minus 172 on the run line. That's robbery. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's for good reasons. It should be a bullpen for Kansas there. Good bullpen game for Kansas City. They bullpen third in the league at giving up earned runs there. So they bullpen is terrible. Other things you could probably look at is maybe team totals here. Let's look at the team total here. Other ways that you could skin a cat here. Let's look at the team total here for the interesting. They don't have a team total out. They just trying to rob us. They trying to rob us. They trying to rob us. They don't have a team total out. Let's look. So here's what I'm looking at. Here, I couldn't talk off the hits, runs, and RBI for Randy Rosarina, sitting at minus 115. Yandy Diaz, I've been rolling with him for the last few days. He's been getting there. You can use it at a parlay piece of minus 145. Wander Franco, I couldn't talk off none of these guys here, okay, for hits, runs, and RBIs. FanDuel is not one of my favorite books here for MLB. So if you want to look at some same game parlays or something like that, you can, they got a lot of different options here. Okay, you can go back here to the game prop section here. You could each team, whatever the case may be, over 1.5 runs and races to the runs and stuff like that. Or you can go individual team total runs. You could probably go with, you could probably take an under 4.5 or like maybe an under 4.5 for the fucking Royals, and then you can probably go over 3.5 or something like that for the Rays, or over 4.5. You go over 3.5 for the Rays. Some shit like that, and maybe, I don't know, Yeah, some Ks. You can throw some Ks in there, man. You can go 6 or 7 Ks for Shane McClanahan, and you can find some ways. You know what I'm saying? You can find some shit in there. Okay, then some hits, some hits. You can take some hits. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's more than what. There's other ways that you can skin a cat here. All right. So far, some picture props here. I was looking at Shane McClanahan, of course. Now 2 earned runs is not out of the realm of possibility for any pitcher. Don't get it twisted, okay? Because anybody can come in there and put up 2 runs on anybody. A walk and an oops home run, and boom, there it goes. You can get that at -155. It's juice to the over, all right? Because this has been happening lately. These aces been getting 2 runs put up on their ads. Strikeouts. Sitting at 7.5. I don't think I want to go there. Even though Kansas City, they are striking out versus left-hand pitching. On the season, I haven't checked out as of late, but on the season, yes, they have been. Um, the outs here is intriguing. I might be tempted to sneak my ass up there to the 18.5 in this matchup. He's hit this number in 4 of his last 6 games. Maybe I might want to sneak my ass up there to this 18.5. All right. Small lean towards the over, especially for what he's been doing as of late. All right. He's hit this number 2 straight games in 4 of his last 6. The walks here could be a problem here. Sitting at 1.5. Kansas City is second in drawing walks. You get that at a +120. You get that at a +120 if you hit that walk prop there. All right. I probably won't go there though. I probably won't go there. And that just about sums it up, man. That just about sums it up there. All right, it's Tampa Bay Rays are nothing for me in this spot, but there's no value there. Got to do a same game parlay or something like that to get some value, or maybe player performance doubles, but they don't even have that out. Oh, they do. 7Ks in the win at -125 is probably as far as I go. You never know. Sam McClanahan might come out there and get his ass 20Ks. Ain't no telling. All right. But all the bets are in play. If you ask me for Tampa Bay Rays at home, Tampa Bay Rays at home is different, from Tampa Bay Rays on the road. And the last game on the docket here is the Seattle Mariners at New York Yankees game. We got over under 7.5. Castillo, they just tapped on Castillo's ass yesterday. That was crazy. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Now you got Brian Wu on the mound. Brian Wu, he's sporting like a Brian Wu sporting a decent little K rate, man. I think this is be his 3rd or 4th start. A K percentage at 37 right now. 27.8 to lefties, 42.9 to righties. Yeah, for sure. But I think that of course that's going to come down. I want to say, yeah, I don't know. Hope it doesn't for the kid, but I think that's coming down. Domingo, 23% K rate, 22 to lefties, 24 to righties. Barrel percentage up around 9.5. So lefties probably hitting them a little bit harder. So there you have that. Same thing with Wu. I think in his little short time right now, lefties are hitting him harder. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is right there. So Bats did grade out well for me versus Wu, but it's still early, man. It's still early. I didn't add those guys to my player pool. Let me see. Some Bats do grade out well here. Those lefties, that's what it was. And I think I can look here. I think it was the one I really, really was keying in on was Bowers, man, and Rizzo. I think Bowers was number 1, then Rizzo. I was looking at some of the pictures and stuff like that. I think it was Bowers and then Rizzo, man. So lefties, what I'm saying? You could look at some of these lefties, and then McKinney, he was looking okay in certain instances as well. So these lefties, as of right now, the lefties been the ones have been hitting him, but it's too early for me to tell. Okay. Now, like I said, I was looking at his strikeouts. His strikeout props in at 5.5 for Wu. He 9 strikeouts versus Chicago White Sox, 7 versus the Angels there. New York Yankees, they're 17th in striking out on the season right now. So, yeah. And then Domingo Germán, his strikeouts all over the place right now. 5.5. Seattle. Seattle is still showing the ability to strike out. I looked at the numbers this morning. It's just I don't catch them at the right time. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So, on the season, they second in striking out versus right hand pitching. And then let's look at last 30 days, which they are in the 677 plate appearances. They third at 26 in striking out. That's the last 30 days. Last 14 days, they are sixth in strikeout, 25th, 25%, sixth in striking out. Even the last that's in 320 plate appearances, and the last 7 days, 165 plate appearances. They number 2 in striking out. Okay. And at the end of the day, like I said, it seems like every time I target them for strikeouts, it never works out for me, man. It never works out for me. It seems like it never works out for me. His strikeout prop sitting at 5.5 right now. I just give you guys some numbers. Do what the fuck you want to do with that shit, you know. Do what you want to do with it. Both of these guys sitting at strikeout prop sitting at 5.5. Hey, do what you guys want to do with it, man. Let me see something. If you can get 5, you probably get 5Ks a piece for these guys at plus money. Minus 116. I guess. At New York, it's always a chance for a home run. So if the no one's first inning candidates there, I don't know. It's always a chance for a home run. And like I was saying, I was looking. I didn't. Let me check out something real quick. I can catch these guys all in one place right here. Let me get these Yankees up there, and let me get these because I wasn't through making my player pool there. So clicking all day. Get my fancy guys together. One more time. Goodness gracious. Mariners and the before we get out of here. So yeah, McKinney, 914 OPS versus righties. As of right now, Brian Woo's 1600 OPS towards lefties. He's only pitched too few games, so I can't take too much into that. I'm looking at these batters. Bowers 800 OPS versus righties. Rizzo, he's in a good spot because for the simple fact that Woo's numbers is inflated versus lefties. Rodriguez got a bomb versus him. 2 for 5. Ty France 2 for 5. I don't know, man. I guess this looks like it could be shaping up to be a lower scoring game here. Let's see. We got an over under 7.5, right? I don't know. It is what it is. So it is what it is, I guess. I want to say the top bat for me today is going to be Corbin Carroll, probably. Because I was looking at his splits and on the road here, he's a little bit better on the road. So I have nothing for that. I don't have too much for that game there. For the New York game, but looking at Corbin Carroll, he looked like a really, really good bat to target today. Looking at his splits here, look at his home road splits right now was kind of intriguing to me. Okay, when you got him, let's go to advanced here. Let me try to get this ad out of there. Away versus righties. Damn, isolated power 455. 364 batting average. Home versus righties 261. Away versus righties 364. Slugging at home versus righties 532. On the road versus righties 818. OPS at home versus righties 870. OPS away versus righties 1286. He's my thumbnail on YouTube. I'm gonna put some money on him. 232 WRC plus. I'm gonna put some money on him. It's gonna be my top bat right there. Those numbers stood out to me on this slate here today. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I can go through a couple of these batters again. Some of the batters I had that I really liked. What I was looking at here. Like I said, I know Rooker, he's okay versus lefties, but I'm not targeting him. Lane Thomas, Perdomo, I like Marte. The game environment for this Arizona game environment is awesome. I like the game environment. Corbin Carroll is probably my top bat. I got one top bat, man. It's probably going to be Corbin Carroll. Favorite game environment is going to be Arizona. So that should help some shit out there. Shout out to y'all, man. I need to get these videos a little bit more condensed, man. A little bit lower, man. Maybe 15. As you guys know, I don't like to. 15 minutes could be awesome, man. As you guys know, I don't like to give out a lot of plays, man. I actually just like to help. You know what I'm saying? I like to help at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, I just want to be a decent community where everybody can bring plays, and it makes it more fun. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one should be the name of the game, either way it goes. You know what I'm saying? Good luck though. Good luck, man, and I appreciate it, guys. Peace out.